saw this woman at John and Peter's. She opened up recently for the very, very funny national headliner Judy Gold, who has albums and everything. She really did a kick-ass job there. Please welcome the comedy of Jenny Fisher.
Yeah.
Can you hear me okay? No. Is this on?
No, I think you switch off.
Hello?
No.
Uh-oh.
Testing.
There you go.
Okay, that sounds better. Sound check.
Now we're ready.
Okay, I feel like there's too much shit up here, so I'm gonna trip. I have a couple of friends who came from my office, and I have a habit of when I'm on stage walking backwards, and literally at one of our department meetings, I fell off the back of the stage. So I'm gonna try, that's my goal tonight, okay? I'm not gonna fall off the stage. It'll be a successful night. So I'm Jenny Fisher, and all of a sudden, like I'm part of this Jewish comedy circuit, and I don't really understand, right? Because, you know, I'm tall, blonde, German, chemical engineer. You know, I think they think it's an oddity that I'm actually kind of funny. So ladies and gentlemen, tonight, I am the Shiksa Freakshow. So yeah, step right up, you won't believe your ears. But it helps that I have a Jewish boyfriend. It's the standing Jew, you just referred to that earlier. So, thanks, you gave me a good softball, Joey. So yeah, the standing Jew, and he gets so excited when I'm doing these Jewish comedy shows. He's like, you gotta tell him Yiddish jokes. You gotta tell him Yiddish jokes. Like, I don't even know what the fuck that means. Like, does that mean I'm supposed to say Hebrew? Like, does that mean like a rabbi is supposed to bless all my material? Like, I don't get it, you know? And with comedy, it's important to be authentic, right? You gotta be authentic. So tonight, I am going to be my German chemical engineer authentic self, okay? So what usually works for me when I start my set is I have a big chalkboard behind me. They didn't have one available tonight, so Mike, we gotta work on that. A big chalkboard where I break down the law of thermodynamics. Yeah, because I find it really warms up the crowd. And that, I promise you, is my one and only dad joke of the night. You know, and why do dads get to be the funny ones? You know, like dads, like dad jokes, like the family sitting around a dinner table, dad cracks a few bad one-liners or puns, you know, and the kids and everybody laugh, and the children look at their father adoringly, like, oh, Dad, you're so funny. You know, like, why aren't mom jokes a thing? You know, but I've discovered why mom jokes aren't a thing, and that's because mom jokes aren't funny. They're not. They usually result in a lot of eye rolling and door slamming. You know, that's what they result. Because moms, you know, in the household, we like to get shit done, right? We like to get shit done. And our jokes, when we make them, usually involve a thick layer of sarcasm around some kind of chore. You know? And they work especially well with lazy husbands and teenagers, okay? And they work really well. So, yeah, two of my favorites are, are you waiting for the third world war to finish that shed? Yeah, that's a bad one. The shed never gets done. Or to the kids, like, those dishes aren't gonna wash themselves. Yeah, that's, mom jokes don't go over well. They're not very funny. But I think I'm pretty good at mom jokes because I've been divorced a few times. Yeah, so, yeah, I was good at them. I really landed those lines, you know, was good at bad mom jokes. But now I get to be the girlfriend, so the girlfriend of the standing Jew, and it's so much nicer and easier to be the girlfriend, you know, because you're not sharing a mortgage, you're not raising kids, you're not doing chores. The only thing you have to worry about is, you know, making the other person feel happy and having fun. You know, so my girlfriend jokes are much nicer. But the only thing that's important in delivering a good girlfriend joke is you have to keep a straight face, no matter how ridiculous what you're saying may be. So the one I use a lot is, honey, of course you're the only one I'm sleeping with. Or,
That's a
oh
joke?
my God, that was the best sex I ever had. Yeah, there's girlfriend jokes. So we have an interfaith relationship. I'm Christian, he's Jewish. Anyone else here have interfaith relationships and experiences in that? Yeah, a few? Yeah, it's interesting. We kind of like it. We like to learn about each other's religions. So, for this past year, he decided for Lent to give up matzo balls. Yeah, I felt a little bad for him, like he was eating chicken soup with saltines and stuff. It was bad. And for last Yom Kippur, I didn't eat after sundown, and I didn't touch one light switch after I got home. Which I think is a really weird rule, because does God believe, like, he will believe that you're going to get electrocuted only on a full stomach? I don't get that. But, one thing Jews and Christians, we all share, of course, is belief in the Old Testament. And the Old Testament, it's a long, boring book. I would not recommend you read it. But you know what? There is a new audiobook out that's really good. It's co-narrated by Jerry Seinfeld and Rush Limbaugh. So they're trying to really bring the Bible back into daily life. In case you haven't been to church or synagogue in a while, I'm just going to give a few quick greatest hits of the Old Testament, okay? The first one being, of course, the book of Genesis, creation. Okay, so after Adam and Eve magically appear, God's main command is to go forth and multiply. Okay, go fill up that planet. We got to fill this planet up. And they did a great job. Each man had many wives. Each wife had about 11 children. And so God's message was basically, fuck as much and often as you can. And they did it. The women of the Bible were just glad that God hadn't invented Viagra yet. And because the men were fresh from God and right-wing religious, they were just glad that there weren't any Planned Parenthoods. So it all worked out. And the second greatest hit in the Old Testament that many of you are familiar with is in the book of Exodus, the Ten Commandments, right? And that main theme is rules, right? We got a lot of rules. And the book of Exodus, you can really start telling when the Bible was written by men, because there are a lot of loopholes, in the Ten Commandments. My favorite being their definition of adultery, which with adultery, it is considered not to be a sin if A, you take on the woman you slept with as a new wife, or B, you give her and her family a shit ton of money. And the good news, our last president showed us that those same rules still exist today. So where we start to differ is with the New Testament. And, I went to my fair share of Bible classes growing up. And with the New Testament, I had a hard time believing. I could sympathize with Jewish faith. I had a hard time buying the whole story. Because throughout the Bible, the two biggest characters of Christian faith and Christian holidays are not mentioned, not even once. And that is the Easter Bunny and Santa Claus. And, I was always trying to be the smart, practical kid. I was trying to draw some kind of correlation between, these Christian characters and the Bible stories. I thought, I don't know, maybe like when Jesus was born in the manger, there might have been a reindeer, there. But no, just some donkeys and some lambs and chickens running around. Or maybe they would put baby Jesus under a nice big Douglas fir. But no, just a little straw shack, like you see in all the nativity scenes. And then on Easter Sunday, for the big resurrection, You know, I thought they may have celebrated by doing an egg hunt around the tomb. You know, that would have been kind of creative. Or maybe feasted on, you know, hard-boiled eggs. No, just sacrifice some lambs. But at least they didn't cook a rabbit. So I guess the best way to describe my personal beliefs and my faith is that I am a skeptical Shiksa.
Yes.
So thank you all tonight. I appreciate it.
Shiksa killing